So I'm driving down to the horses and I'm bringing them some bedding straw. And my car is beeping at me because I'm not seat belted. But I'm bringing them some hay and some bedding straw. I have like teff and timothy and alfalfa hay that I just kind of feed them to supplement their round bales. So I'm bringing some of that down, and then the straw is just for their bedding. And then the other bonus of driving down sometimes is that for Phoebe, I can put her in my car and she can just vibe in the car while I do stuff with the horses, because when I'm doing more than one horse, especially when I'm like actually riding them around the back, it's just too much walking for her at this point in her rehab. And she's not really supposed to be doing much in the way of off-leash stuff. So when I can't monitor her really closely, it's just not as great. So I'm gonna put her in my truck. And also, like, I could put her on a long line, not in my truck, but she's figured out in her harness that if she backs up far enough that she can just slide it right over her head. And she also just really doesn't like being left alone. Look at this man staring at us. My character development is that I'll go out and work with the horses in my lounge pants, because I used to just like always only wear matching outfits and breeches, but now I'm just like, haha, don't care. Okay, so I got a gimbal stabilizer. We'll see how well it works, because I honestly might return it because it was kind of weird to set up and it doesn't want to stabilize or fit my phone in the tripod when it has a case on, which is quite frankly risky if you're in my line of work, because I break things. So we'll see. And lately the horses have been little twerps about coming down for dinner. They've decided the round bale they've had these last few days is the best thing ever, to the point where they don't even want to eat their dinner that they usually love. So let's see if they come or not. You little buttholes, come on, friends. I just realized I forgot all of my tack in my trailer, so looks like we're going back to get that shit. Phoebe, I'm sorry to disappoint. Mommy is stupid and has ADHD, and now we have to go back down. Come on, let's go. I love this weather after the rains, and it's just so nice. Hi guys. Harlow says, I never miss dinner. And you can clearly tell Gala doesn't either, because she's thick. Right, Har? Honestly, with how I've been roughing it, like having the horses out full time and having a shelter that broke and leaks all over the stuff that I have stored. Not my horses' shelter, their shelters are fine. And then having to like hike almost a kilometer down to my horses to see them most days in the winter when it's wet. Also having to lug my gear either in a wheelbarrow that kilometer down to the horses or in my truck, but have to take it back to the trailer and put it back there because the undercover areas that we have aren't closed off and insulated enough, so the tack would get moldy if it's in there. After having to do all of that stuff and also not having an arena and whatnot, like I feel like I'm prepared for like anything. And if I ever do eventually get my own farm, it's gonna feel like such a upgrade in any capacity, even just with like the promise of being able to build better stuff eventually and having it be on my property. So I guess that's the bonus of having less, because you start to recognize what more is. So yeah, nice. So these are the straw bales I'm gonna put out. We'll see how long they actually last, my guys. I bet it's gonna be like a day because they love eating them for whatever reason. Kind of sucks. Just gonna casually climb on the truck. We got Harlow watching expectantly, hoping that something is gonna be for her. Ugh. I'm really interested to see how balanced this actually is, because I'm not convinced it's really doing much. We'll see. It literally looks like I hate my horses because they have no bedding, when in reality it's just because they freaking eat it. They eat it all. Okay, now that we have their hay out, I'm just gonna go and capture Harlow, and probably just gonna like tie her to my truck, obviously on a breakaway clip, because that's where all of her tack and stuff is. So I think that makes the most sense. Right, Phoebe? She says left. Where are you? There you are. It's a soggy one today. Hi, Har. There she is. There's my girl. Hi. Hi, good girl. She was afraid of the sheepskin on her bridle, so we had to practice targeting the bridle again. Usually it's Milo that's like that, and she's the sensitive woman of the group. But not today. Not today, she say. She say I sharp and I nervous and everything scare. So we'll see how she is. Her head is like so narrow. Her head is triangle shaped, and it's really annoying because it's like longer than what a cob size bridle is, but then her face is so narrow that she's like almost pony size in facial width. So annoying. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on, little miss. Okay. She says I'm nervous. It's okay. Bug-eyed McGee. You're fine. Ah! Tripping. Bug-eyed little woman. We're so nervous. What the heck? What the heck? Why are we so nervous? It's a very nice day today, Harlow. You've got to give that as a point. Snort. Snort. What? There's nothing there. There's nothing there. She's like, I have 20/30 vision, you idiot. I can see further than you. Hello? Who's the cutest girl in the world? She says, it is I. It is I. I am the cutest girl in the world. I don't know what it is about this new bail that they got, but they never want to come down here for dinner when I call them anymore. So I'm literally going to have to like run up there like I'm freaking their butler and feed them up there. Harlow knows what's up though, because she's not a stinky boy. I finally got some coming down, which means the rest of them will come now that we have 2. It's only a matter of time. He sees something. What does he? Oh, the straw. He's like, this is new. Yeah, the sacrifice area is getting gross, but luckily they have other areas of high ground that are okay. See, this is what I mean, though. They eat the straw. Like, what the heck, man? And then we have Junice B. Jones, the little angel, who's being a good girl and coming down here. Hello, my son. Hi, buddy. Yes, call your friends. Tell them to come down. Tell them to come here. And finally, everybody else is coming. What a beautiful night. Go Mesa. Go Mesa. Go Mesa. Here they come. Gina, I have to deal with your mane soon. I won't have time today before therapy though. Sir. I make them all these nice beds in their shelters with straw, and then they eat the straw. And even when the straw's in there, they still don't sleep in their shelters. They sleep in the mud. That's why their blankets are always so dirty. They love sleeping in the mud. Oh, they're dive bombing. Here we come. Such a beautiful night. Harlow's yelling at me. She's like, come feed me. Come feed me. And generally speaking, everyone likes their food. The Mustangs didn't eat pellets initially, so getting them to eat their supplements took a little bit, but then eventually they did. Beautiful night. Who gave them the right to be that cute of a couple? Come on, Banksy, come here. I need to measure your feetsies. Come on, Banksy. He's the weirdest horse ever. He's looking at me from underneath Pogo. Come on. Thank you. Come over here. Sir, come on. Your nose looks so stupid after you eat. First of all, it's absolutely a stunning top tier night. Like, look at those cotton candy skies. Secondly, one thing I really love about having the horses all out together on such large fields is that they naturally separate from each other and they get used to being alone and kind of building confidence, walking around to check things out on their own. And I found it actually tends to decrease the level of herd boundness I see. Like, they were a lot more herd bound when they were always in each other's immediate proximity and couldn't easily get away from each other. So I think that's pretty cool, and that's kind of an underrated thing of group turnout that I don't think people necessarily realize. And it's something that I think you can curate by showing your horse that they're not going to be like taken away from their friends and be forever alone, because a lot of horses do have trauma from that exact thing happening to them, be it at weaning or otherwise. So just things to consider, some things that I've noticed. And of course, like, they're still herd animals, so there's a certain level of herd boundness that you need to work through regardless with most horses. But I found that they're actually like easier with that regard here. Like, that is so pretty. Look at the sky. So beautiful. That gimbal stabilizer was supposed to have like body tracking, and initially it was working when I was walking around, but it definitely doesn't work for the horses. And then it started being kind of finicky, so I might return it. The footage, oops, sorry, cracking my back. The footage of me riding didn't really turn out, so this vlog is going to be kind of boring, but I'm going to post it anyways because I put time into filming and talking about things.